Alrighty. Let me see if I am live on here. Let me see. Okay, looks like I am live on YouTube. Let me see. Go back to StreamYard. Okay, I'm live. What it is, guys, it's your boy King Mike D coming with another video. I'm gonna let some more people come in and then I'm going to address everybody. All right, I'm gonna address everybody. Let me make sure that's straight. Okay, yeah, that's good. This server's been tripping lately. So let me make sure. I can't stand when somebody send me a message and ask am I live and they looking at me live right now. It's crazy. But okay. Let me start. I know a lot of people might watch this on the replay, but yeah, so let me get into it. I'm not sure if a lot of you guys seen my video from earlier. Bonita, how are you doing? How's everything going? Not sure if you guys seen my video earlier. I know a lot of people gonna watch this on the back end, so I'm just gonna get started on it. I'm combining basically my other channel and this channel together, but I'm going to have playlists for this kind of content because building another channel is a headache. If you're a content creator, building a channel in general is a headache. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of grinding. I didn't feel like starting over, building another one. So I'm just going to have to separate things on this channel and everything like that. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How's everything going with you? I'm glad you're here. Yes, Lauricia. Am I saying it right? Lauricia? think I said it right, right? I'm gonna start calling you Lauricia if I'm saying it right, because I know there's somebody else that got that name natural, and I don't feel like that's engaging enough. It's not personable, like personable experiences. But yeah, so I'm combining everything into one channel because it's a headache making another channel, and for everybody who's gonna watch it on the back end to get the other channel, I'm gonna keep it, but it's just too much making another page and everything like that. But hope everybody's doing great. After I'm done with this, I'm going to watch the replay of the Teddy Riley and Babyface battle. I'm not sure if you guys know, but they've been doing these IG lives and battles, and it's been blowing up. It's been blowing up. It's been crazy. It's been setting a lot of records and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do when I get up off of here. But if you guys been seeing those at all, look, here goes another text message. Hey, are you live? You know I'm live. You can see me. You get notifications saying that I'm live. Those are the craziest text messages ever that I think I will ever get. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me turn this off. Well, put it on mute. There you go. There she is. The goddess. How you doing? How's everything going? Hope you doing well. I'm glad I got you ladies here because as you guys see by the title, I got some questions and I want to know honest input. Now, I'm gonna make a disclaimer. When I have these kind of topics and stuff, it's never nothing personal. Never nothing personal. It's just my opinions, and that's why I like to have other people's perspectives on the things that I say. Have you guys noticed it? Have you not noticed it? If it's one-sided, if you like, you can always call in. I leave it open. I always leave these conversations open, and I never discriminate on what anybody has to say. You good? That's what's up. Hey, I'll be having fun. If you guys are not subscribed to the Goddess, definitely subscribe to everybody in the chat. Well, I know it's difficult. If you guys see my video, Lauricia, I showed you how to get into it and work the way where you can go straight to somebody's page. Some people told me it worked. Some people told me it didn't work for them. I don't know why, but it actually works. It actually works. I sent you the video Larissa, you seen that it does work. Thank you for coming by last night. Sharonda the Goddess. Oh yeah, she's dope. Her food, stuff that she makes, everything is cool. I like that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get on the topic. So look, y'all, today I was on somebody's YouTube channel, of course, and let me read you guys the topic that they had, because I think it's a very interesting topic, and I feel like a lot of it's not talked about. And if you guys don't know, I'm an avid men's advocate. If you guys know what that means, basically, we know how we have like different movements for the ladies. You know, you have the Me Too movement, you have the breast cancer awareness. I was telling somebody that it seems like a lot of men that we don't have. What do you think that means? What do you think the topic, why use the government to force fatherhood but not motherhood? What would you think that means? What would you think it means? Because when I watched that video, it kind of shocked some of the responses that I seen. And I think I'm gonna start doing reaction videos to stuff like that, because some of these topics are it's pretty deep and it's serious. And I think it needs to be talked about though. But shout out to all of you guys watching. But let me know, someone, what do you think that means? Let me see. I got to get this StreamYard right. See, the only thing I hate about broadcasting from StreamYard is it's on YouTube, but it's not on YouTube. So I can't do certain things. I have to go to my other tab and do stuff over there and then transfer back, and it's a complete headache. And I hate it. Well, let me see. Bam, bam, bam. There it is. I swear I'm gonna get my setup right one day. It's just all over the place right now. But again, the topic was why use the government to force fatherhood but not motherhood. So I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on it. When I was watching the video, they were talking about, because there's been a lot of running jokes about, the stimulus money, about how a lot of fathers won't get their stimulus money because they owe child support, right? So there's a lot of memes making fun of it. It's a lot of memes, and I've been seeing a lot of them, and a lot of laughs been going around. But if the shoe's on the other foot, if it was women on the other end, would people laugh about it? Would people take it serious if women weren't getting money to support themselves? Would it be taken as serious as if it was the shoe was on the other foot? I don't think it would be poked at and it made fun of like how it is when it comes to men. Now, I know a lot of fathers who are not in their children's life, not because they don't want to be there, but because of the stuff they didn't dealt with, the stuff I didn't see them go through, and it could be hell, honestly. So, from my opinion, what I seen was the guy was talking to this one lady, basically saying, why are fathers held to the forefront and not women? Basically, a woman can give her child up. She can take it to the fire station, to the police station, to the Red Cross, and there's no repercussions. There's no questions asked. That you can just, bam, here you go. But if a father says, you know what, I can't afford this child, I can't do it, I'm not ready, he gets looked at as completely different. He gets demonized. But he's doing the exact same thing a woman basically would do. And the argument got real heated between the guy and the woman, because she was like, well, men have the power. And when she said that, I kind of it kind of threw me off, because I'm like, how do men have the power to force you to have a child? Men don't have a right in that. It's been plenty of situations where I've seen, in my opinion, where a woman will tell a guy, hey, I'm pregnant, and he'll be like, hey, I'm not ready. And she'll be like, well, I am, and I'm having it, and this is what it is, and you can't do nothing about it. So how does a man have all the power when it comes to that? But if a man wants to keep the child, woman can say, I don't want to, it's my body, blah, 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 I'm out of it. So where is the equality in that? How is it equal? And I just want to know what you guys think about that, because I think it's pretty messed up. Like I said, we all know it's not all. We all know that it goes both sides. But from the beginning of time, I think that men have been demonized as just deadbeats. And I said in another video that if you ask 50 women what happened in their last relationship, all 50 of them are going to say, usually, it was the guy's fault. Well, in my instance, what I've seen, they all say it was the guy's fault, and the numbers just don't add up, and it makes no sense. So I just don't get that. How is it always the guy's fault? And I feel like there's no responsibility is always on one end of the stick and not the other. So what can we do to come together and really get the truth out of a lot of this stuff? Because it ain't making no sense. It just don't make any sense at all. Bonita said I'm still here. Appreciate that. I know you're probably going to be going live later on. I will be there. I try to join as many people lives as possible. I seriously do. I'm going to have to go back through my subscription list, and I'm not going to lie, I might have to delete some people. Nobody in here, but I might have to delete some people because I'm just subscribed to some of the most crazy stuff ever. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys who are in here joined in a grow group, and we try to support everybody and drop a like or subscribe to everybody, and we subscribe to some crazy stuff. I'm a woman and it's not always the guy's fault. Well, I can appreciate you saying that, and I'm glad some people see that. And I'm pretty sure because we've all seen a lot of the stories that say, for example, if you have a homegirl, she probably came to you and said, "Hey, girl, you won't believe what happened. This dude choked me. He beat me. He did all this stuff." And it's just like, it's always the same story. And I was talking about one of the videos about men not being there. And someone else, she's not in my comment section right now. Hood girl, I'm coming for you. Not in a bad way, but she said something. She said, well, the men have been leaving home since the beginning of time. And like I told her, I said, for every action, there's a reaction. Nobody is just up and leaving somewhere for no reason. What's really happening? You hear an echo? Let me see. All right, my TV was up a little bit. You shouldn't hear echo now. Hopefully you don't. It stopped. Okay, that was my TV. My bad. My TV. I broadcast on my laptop. I have it hooked up to my TV, so I'm seeing like double screen. So my volume was up. My bad about that. But yes. But what did the girl do to him? What did the girl do to him as far as what? I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Oh, you mean like oh, I'm clear. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was just my TV, my volume. I forgot to turn down. I usually turn it down. I like looking at this screen on the bigger screen because this screen it's cool, but it just looks better on my other TV. But yeah, we always, like I said, we always hear one side of the story, and there's two sides to every story. If, like, for example, I told a lot of people I grew up in the foster care system, right? I've been on my own since the age of 13, and my dad wasn't around. So me coming up, I heard a lot of things about my dad. He's this, he's that, he's blah blah blah, he's this. Like she's saying he did some mean things to her, but she probably caused it. Yeah, and it goes both ways. Like I said, I'm not disclaiming that it goes one way or the other, but we always hear from my perspective, we always hearing he did this, he did that, and he just went berserk for no reason. Oh my God, he just got up and smacked me for no reason, and he just went nuts. Like, I've heard stories like this. I'm like, so he just got up, smacked you across for nothing happened. Nothing happened. He just smacked me. And that's something else too. I was telling a friend that so many men are dead in prison and jail because someone has called their dad, called their brother, called their uncle. He did this, and they're not even asking the question. I'm at the point to where I've even told myself, well, you have a daughter. What would you do? When she called you and say, this guy hit me. And this might sound shallow, but I'm going to ask her, well, what happened? What's the full story? Nobody's doing, there's some crazy people out there that will just do some crazy stuff out of nowhere. But usually nobody's doing something crazy for no reason. I mean, come on. And what someone was telling me she was like, well, a lot of these men are violent and hitting women. I said, but think about it. How many times were you guys a kid? I'm not sure if you guys heard this, but your mom would tell you, if somebody hit you, hit them back. It don't matter where it is, who it is. Where are a lot of kids learning this hit them back from? Where is it starting from? A lot of mothers are giving them that right away. So when they get older, they're going to think the same thing. They was always told to hit somebody if they hit them back. everybody reacts differently. Like, you can hit me, I'm not going to hit you. I know how strong I am, but I can see how it could piss another grown man off to be hit on, to be spit on, to be. I got all kind of crazy stories I can tell you guys, stuff that's happened with me, and you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed on how much stuff I've walked away from and how hard it was, because it's just like, at the end of the day, we're human. But to go back to where I was at, I grew up in the foster care system. I've been on my own since the age of 13. I had a very abusive mother. So I would hear these things about my dad. He was this, he was that. And when I left home at 13, because my mom has 3 kids, including myself, with 3 different dudes. Most will defend themselves. Some will, yeah, most of them will. Some of them will walk away, and it's hard to walk away. I've been, my son's mother spit in my face on 5 different occasions. You hear me? 5 different spit in my face. 5 different occasions. Didn't hit her once. Was it hard? Absolutely. That was the most disrespectful thing that has ever happened to me in my life. I've never been so disrespected before, but I would have been wrong to hit her. I would. Society would have looked at it. The cops would have looked at it as, you're wrong. You should have. But unless it's happened to you, you can't tell someone how to feel about it. So when I got older, like I talk to my father now, he would tell me certain things that I witnessed as a kid in the household. I'm like, you know what? I noticed that too. So if these men don't want to be there and your son don't want to be there, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing? Everybody's not wrong. Everybody's not lying on you, you know? And I have a hard time. Some people might have this problem with their parents. Some of them don't. If you ever tell your mom, hey, remember when I was a kid and this happened? They'll be like, oh, I didn't do that. That didn't happen. I didn't do that. And it's an insult, because one thing I always say that an adult never forgets is their childhood. Nobody will ever forget their childhood and what's happened to them. So I told her, I don't speak to my mother now, but I told her, I said, I'd rather you say, I forgot, I don't recall, than to say you did not do it, because that's an insult. It's an insult. You know what I'm saying? Someone saying they didn't do something and you know clearly they did it. You know, so there are some things that my dad was telling me, and I realized, like, man, that is the same kind of stuff I was dealing with. And nobody's going to sit there and say that they were wrong about it. And my dad apologized and said, because my dad, if you guys ever watched that show, TV One Unsung, he does that show, the one with the old school R&B artists, and they talk about their careers and, you know, stuff like that. That's he's been in the entertainment business since I was a kid. So, you know, he went out to chase his dreams along with leaving because it was madness being with my mom, which I can understand because I dealt with it as a kid. So I know he's not lying. But my mother didn't tell me that. She didn't tell me the things she did. Of course, she didn't do nothing, which is the thing I hear a lot when, you know, when we all go on those first dates. We talk, I think I talked about before in one of my videos, we always ask, what happened in your last relationship? And I said, I start finding out that it was, he did this, he did that, he did. I'm like, okay, he probably did do this stuff. But what did you do? You didn't do nothing. You just this guy just went berserk. He just flat out. And it does happen. Sometimes it does go that way. But most of the time, you know, sometimes it takes 2 to tango. But that was my experience coming up. And let me see here. So when they say, you know, the government is giving men a hard time, especially with all this stuff that's going on, I think it's unfair. You know, I know men who are paying, I have a friend right now paying $1,600 a month in child support. It don't even take $1,600 to even raise a child a month. And this is like a 5-year-old. What does a 5-year-old need at 5 years old? Diapers, probably, for sure, if they're not, you know, potty trained. Maybe some school. It just doesn't cost that much. And I look at it is, I'm like, they put the responsibility solely on one person, because, okay, the dad is paying, but what is the mother paying for? And somebody said, oh, well, she's paying for her place to live. Okay, I need a place to live too, so I pay for mine. Well, she has to pay for the lights and okay, I pay for my lights too. You know, so it's like they're giving credit for something that you're already supposed to be doing already. If you didn't even have a kid, you're already supposed to pay for this stuff. So what's the difference? And I just think it's a lopsided system. And what I'm starting to see is a lot of men banding together on the subject. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure you guys, if you're on Facebook or on Instagram, you're seeing the memes of, like I said, people jabbing at men not getting their checks and stuff like that. So I made a comment on one of those things saying men are not getting their stimulus check, but a woman who gives her child up, or a mother whose child's in the foster care system, they still get a check, even though they don't have their kid and not taking care of their kid. Makes no sense. And if we look at it in the foster care system, when I was in there, 99.9% of the kids that were in the system were in there because of their mothers. Because remember, most dads are not there. So most kids were in there because of their mothers, and it's not being held as the same. So what's the real difference? And I just wanted to get a few people's, opinion about the subject. I do have the link in the description. If you don't want to come on, that's fine. You can leave it in the comment section, but I will put it on there. Lady Gaming, hey, how you doing? How's everything going? Lady Gaming, we got to get in on that Black Ops. I gotta find my Black Ops. I gotta go to the garage and get out my Black Ops. I know you play that a lot. Or Modern Warfare. Let me put the link. Bam, right there. But there it is. But yeah, it's really crazy to see. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I see a lot of men coming together, speaking on the subjects, and I see a lot of men starting to talk about it now. Because I think a lot of us men, when we're going through stuff, we don't talk about it. We just shelter it. We just deal with it, take the jabs. And that's why there's so many movements that are good for women. It's a lot of good movements, and people go with it because women stick by each other. Women stick together. That's a great thing. Men, we don't stick together. We just take the abuse. We take the abuse and we just keep on rolling with it. It's crazy. The love is not the same. But what is everybody up to tonight? What has everybody got going on? I know it's 7:07 where I'm at. What time is it where you guys are? I know it's kind of probably late. East Coast, what's 10 o'clock? It's crazy to think how late it is somewhere else and it's early over here. Where everybody got going on this evening? Let me see. Oh yeah. And by the way, I will be doing my I'm gonna have somebody on this week. Doing a one-on-one with them about their YouTube channel. That's something else I'm starting too. If you have a YouTube channel, you're a content creator, if you want to come on, express what you do, you can come on here and do it. 10:08. Golly, it's crazy. It's late over there. So you basically about to get ready to go to sleep. 9:08. Okay, wait. So what state is at 10? I mean, that's the East Coast, I know. Larissa, what time? Where are you at in the world? For it to be 9:08. You guys Midway? Is that Midwest? Yeah, you're Midwest, I think. And then Bonita, I know you said you're Atlanta, so yeah, that makes sense. It's early. The sun, look, it's literally the sun is still out here in California. The sun is still out. It's going down now, but it's still out. It's light outside still. That is insane, man. But what's everybody's plans for this evening? Like I said, I'm probably gonna do some Instagram live, watch some of those videos. These battles have been real heated. Like I said, I like the what was it? The Swiss Beats and Timberland battles has been crazy. It's crazy how many people are banding together that are not outside now. Let me see. It's actually supposed to rain out here. Look real cloudy outside and it's windy. Let me see. I finally got a email from YouTube saying congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, damn, that was like 2 weeks ago. That's crazy. They kind of late, but I know nobody's in their office. And I don't They're not working like that. I got to get back on Apex. Apex is not cross-platform though. I know. I got to get back into it. It kind of reminds me of Titanfall. I like Titanfall. It kind of has a Titanfall feel to it. I got to get back into it. I might play some more. I'm tired of playing Call of Duty though. I'm not gonna lie. I've had it since day one, and it seems like everybody's hopping on Call of Duty now because everybody's at home. So it's like everybody's hopping on it. Everybody just now really buying it, and everybody's into it. I'm like, man, I'm burnt out kind of right now. I'm not gonna lie. I played one of the tournaments they had today, Call of Duty, and got smoked. And it wasn't even me. It's the teammates I had. It was terrible. It wasn't even cool. I need to get back into that though. How do you put the? Oh, here it is. That's how you put the comments on the screen. But you gotta type on each and every one. It won't put them on automatically. That's crazy. Like, who wants to sit here and press each and every one and put them on? That is a lot of work. Yeah, that's too much. You would think it would pop up automatically. They want you to type on each and every one to have them pop up. That's insane. But I didn't want much. I just want to express that. And hopefully, well, no, for sure this week I'm going to have my guy on there to do his one-on-one. He said he wanted to do it and talk about what it is that he does on YouTube. Larissa, I think I talked to you about that. And because I'm combining my other page with this one, I'm just going to have a separate playlist. It's just too much having another channel. It's too much work. That grind is real. I forgot how hard the grind was when I started YouTube. It's insane. And all these little pages that's coming from those grow pages. Like, so I'm gonna go through the list again, chop some people down. But I'm about to get up out of here and probably finish watching the rest of this Instagram live battle with Teddy Riley and Babyface. I thought it was dope. No, they don't. Look, I gotta press it manually. They don't pop up manually. I don't know if there's a setting that will do that. Let me look in the settings right now. General, nope. There's nothing in the settings. Nope. So when you see the comments pop up like this, people are literally pressing them. You have to press them for them to pop up. See, look. You have to press them. It's a headache. I thought they were manual too, because look, they just fall in so effortlessly. Like, they just come in and they'll go in and out. It's a lot of work. Like, not a lot of work, but it's just, who wants to sit there and press each and every comment? That's insane. Shahanda, what's going on with your what did you have for dinner? I know you like, what did you make for dinner tonight? What did you make? I actually have a game I was going to review. It's a Blockbuster game. It's like a board game. I'm not even a board game kind of person. I'm chilling, taking down my twist. Okay, for sure. For sure. I like the natural movement that's going on. The second natural movement, I think it's pretty dope. Natural movement is also, it's really cool. And you know what's crazy? I was telling somebody, with everything that's going on, this is forcing a lot of people who depended on people to do their own thing. I see chicks who are on Instagram right now doing their own nails, doing their own hair. Like, I don't think people understand the significant amount of change that's about to happen. My son cooked. Okay, you taught him well. That's good. I know how to cook too. I cook all the time. That's what I do. I just work for a lot of good restaurants out here. Like, people doing their own hair, their nails, people cutting their own hair. I'm gonna let my beard grow out. What do you guys think? Beard or no beard? I can grow a pretty long beard if I want to. Might grow it back. But yeah, it's a lot of businesses that are about to be in danger when the world opens back up. Like, a lot of these nail salons and hair salons, you don't think a lot of these women out here are trying to do their own hair and figure it out? And once they think about it, I think a lot of women went to the beauty salons because it was more convenient. But once a woman figures out how to do her hair and know how to take control of it, It's over. You ain't about to spend all that money at no beauty salon or nail salon. You're gonna do it yourself. Now, men, us cutting our hair. See, I cut my own hair, but I don't line myself up. So I'm not paying the full price to get a haircut. I'll cut my own waves and I'll have them just line me up. But once you figure out how to do it, these businesses are about to be in trouble. Trust and believe me. It's a lot of businesses about to be in trouble. Grow it? Yeah, I will. I'm gonna grow it back out. I ain't got nothing else better to do anyway. I really don't. I got pictures of my beard on my Instagram. Yeah, I do. I have pictures of it on there. But there's a lot of little mom and pop shops out here that are closing that's been around for years because they're not like a lot of people who had these businesses. Let me see. I'm glad I learned how to do my own nails and hair. My son cuts hair too. See? I'm telling you, that's a trade you can take anywhere. Like if you're a beautician, you can take that anywhere. Somewhere, anywhere you move, somebody's gonna need their hair done or haircut. That is a great trade to learn in general, how to cut hair or do nails, because it's always going to be a need for it. It's always going to be a need to know how to do that. Those are the businesses that that will be around forever. I have a friend who converted his garage into a barbershop. When you step in his garage, you literally feel like you're in a barbershop. He built the bathroom there so nobody has to go in his house. He hooked it up. That's how it should be. I see people even trying to even growing their own stuff. People are even growing their own fruits and vegetables in the backyard. I'm telling you, if this don't teach us one thing, it should teach us how to be independent and do stuff that we should know how to do already. Seriously. I think the market's gonna crash, man, because a lot of people are not going to. And I work in the home remodeling business, right? So I think a lot of people, when they go back to work, they're still going to be, people are still going to be scared. I don't think people realize that. You see how some people are scared now? They got the mask on and they're paranoid. People are still going to be scared to go to work. People are still going to be afraid to go outside because they've been programmed to think that. So it's going to take a while for the ball to get back to rolling. That's what I think. But yeah, I'm about to probably get on out of here and watch this Instagram live and think of my master plan of what I'm going to do. But I appreciate you guys for coming through. God is for sure. Larissa, thank you. Onita, thank you. Lady Gaming, thank you. Thank you to Loco. Thank you for everybody else who are watching. I appreciate you guys. I'm about to get on up out of here. And because there ain't nothing else really to do. There really ain't. I'm not gonna lie. So peace out. Love you guys.